friends, welcome back to Get Ready with America. My name is SJ, and this month I'm getting you ready for next year's elections state by state. This video will be discussing Arizona, where we've all heard about how wild it is out there. I'll be doing a copper look on my eyes, which is technically the color of the star on the flag, which is a nod to the state's copper mining industry. If you want to watch any other 2022 state preview videos, I'll have my Votemas playlist linked below, where you'll also find links to more info about the elections in Arizona. Standard disclaimer, this video was filmed and posted in December 2021. I hope the vast majority of the information I'm sharing will still be relevant whenever you're watching this up to the state's primary date, but we've all seen weird and sudden things happen in campaigns in the last couple years, so something in this video could be outdated at this point. Check the state government links in the description box for the most up-to-date information. Let's get into it. Freshly elected Democratic Senator Mark Kelly will be running to serve a full term in the U.S. Senate. I'm mildly confused by the timeline because he technically took the seat of John McCain, who passed in 2018. So it took them 2 years to have a special election. I feel if I dwell on this too much right now, it'll take me down a rabbit hole, so I'll save that for another video. Kelly is right now presumed to be the only Democrat running, and therefore the de facto candidate. Notable Republican candidates include current Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich, considered the frontrunner for the nomination, and president of the Teal Foundation, Blake Masters, one of the many Trump-aligned zealots running for office in the state this year. Arizona has 9 House districts, 5 Republican and 4 Democrat. Only one sitting member has announced that they're retiring so far. Democrat Ann Kirkpatrick, after being in and out of the seat since 2008, is retiring from representing the 2nd District. Among the candidates for the seat are national hero and national treasure Daniel Hernandez Jr., who, as an intern for then Rep. Gabby Giffords, kept her from dying by keeping her from bleeding out after she was shot at a public event in 2011. He currently serves in the State House of Representatives, where he co-founded the LGBTQ caucus. Only 2 current members have formally announced their intention to run for re-election, while the rest are keeping up with the proper paperwork, so TBD on any other changes to the delegation. Republican Governor Doug Ducey is term limited from running for re-election. This race is likely to get rough on all sides. Republicans vying for the nomination so far include State Treasurer Kimberly Yee and former Congressman and current Arizona State University VP of Government Affairs, Matt Salmon. For the Democrats, the major candidate is Secretary of State Katie Hobbs, who has had quite a year of battling the psychos who railed on about people not knowing how to count ballots and tried to rectify it by bringing in people who don't know how to count ballots. Turns out there's a level of skill and preparation to it. Who knew? This seat, along with the Senate seat, are considered toss-ups, so lots of eyes will be on Arizona once again. Other executive office positions up for re-election this year include Attorney General, Secretary of State, and Treasurer. Since all 3 of the current ones are running for higher office, there will definitely be new people in those roles next year. Both the state, Senate, and House are entirely up for re-election, and currently Republicans have a majority of 2 seats in both houses. So there could very well be some jockeying in the legislature. I think one of the most important things on the ballot is a proposition that would repeal Proposition 300 from 2006, which bans in-state tuition rates for undocumented Arizona students. This was a bipartisan effort to get it on the ballot this year, so I'm definitely hoping for a positive outcome for the next generation of students to access what my peers ultimately couldn't. Arizona's primary is set up where voters registered with a specific party will vote in that primary, and any independent voters can pick which primary they'd like to vote in. The primary is on August 2nd, and the deadline to register to vote is July 5th. The state does have a system for registering online, and they'll work with organizations doing mass registration efforts to create a custom URL for marketing and tracking, which is super cool. I couldn't find any info on how felons can regain their right to vote, so I recommend contacting the Elections Division directly or contacting your probation or parole contact for more information on the process. Early voting starts July 6th for all voters, or anyone is able to apply for a mail-in ballot, which they can return to their polling location on primary day. If you vote in person, you will need to show ID. I've linked the Elections Division website in the description box below for more information. And that's the look. Please be sure to check the description box for the playlist of all my Votemas videos, as well as links to learn more about voting in Arizona. I'll be covering all 50 states and DC over the month of December, so stay tuned to learn about your state. Please help me reach more folks by giving this video a like right down there and leaving a comment about the better musical theater song about an Arizona city. Santa Fe from Rent or Santa Fe from Newsies. Subscribe to the channel so the next Votemas video shows up right in your feed. Thanks, and I'll see you again soon.